Ever wonder why you're stuck in the same patterns, repeating the same mistakes, or struggling to move forward? The root cause might be a lack of self-awareness, and it could be quietly holding you back in more ways than you think. Welcome back to Bookish Harbor, where we dive deep into personal development and the journey to becoming your best self. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode. Today, we're breaking down how a lack of self-awareness could be the hidden reason behind the roadblocks in your life. Let's jump in. Self-awareness is like a mirror. It reflects not just your outward actions, but the deeper thoughts, emotions, and beliefs that drive those actions. Without that mirror, you're living in the dark, unable to truly see or understand the reasons behind your behaviors and decisions. And when you lack self-awareness, you're left vulnerable to a range of problems. So first, we have stagnation in personal growth. Personal growth depends on your ability to recognize where you need to improve. Without self-awareness, you'll find yourself repeating the same mistakes over and over again, not learning the lessons life is trying to teach you. For example, maybe you keep sabotaging your relationships or your career, but you're not sure why. A lack of self-awareness keeps you in a cycle of stagnation. Think of it like this: you can't change what you don't acknowledge. When you aren't aware of your habits and triggers, they control you. But with self-awareness, you gain the power to break free from negative cycles and make intentional changes. 2. Strained relationships and poor communication. A lack of self-awareness can be one of the main reasons for conflicts in relationships. When you're not aware of how your words or actions impact others, you may unintentionally hurt those around you. Maybe you often find yourself in arguments but don't understand why. Self-awareness helps you realize your role in those interactions, whether it's how you respond emotionally or the tone you use in conversations. Without self-awareness, it's easy to fall into defensive habits, blame others for misunderstandings, and fail to see the bigger picture. But once you become more aware of how you affect others, your communication improves, and your relationships become more harmonious. 3. Missed opportunities and career setbacks. Self-awareness is crucial for professional growth. If you're unaware of how you come across in the workplace or the areas where you need to improve, you might be missing out on promotions, career advancements, or even just the chance to work better with others. Feedback is a gift, but without self-awareness, you might dismiss or ignore it entirely. Successful people are often highly self-aware. They can recognize their strengths and weaknesses, take constructive criticism in stride, and make adjustments to grow in their roles. Without self-awareness, you may hit a ceiling in your career without understanding why. 4. Emotional burnout and overwhelm. When you're not in tune with yourself, it's easy to take on too much, push past your limits, or ignore the signs of emotional burnout. Many people keep pushing forward, not realizing they're drained, frustrated, or emotionally overwhelmed until it's too late. Without self-awareness, you might be driven by external expectations or pressures without considering your own emotional health. Developing self-awareness means being able to recognize when you need a break, when you need help, or when something in your life needs to change. It helps you set boundaries and protect your mental and emotional well-being. 5. Chasing the wrong goals. Without self-awareness, you might spend years chasing goals that aren't truly aligned with who you are or what you genuinely want. You might be chasing external validation or societal expectations instead of focusing on your personal values. This can lead to a deep sense of dissatisfaction, because even when you achieve these goals, they don't bring the fulfillment you expected. Self-awareness helps you figure out what truly matters to you. It guides you to set goals that align with your inner values and desires, rather than what others expect of you. Only then can you find lasting happiness and contentment. 6. Living on autopilot. One of the most dangerous effects of lacking self-awareness is that you might go through life on autopilot. Instead of making conscious, deliberate choices, you simply react to what happens around you. This often leads to a life that feels out of control or unfulfilling, because you aren't steering the ship, you're just going with the flow. When you cultivate self-awareness, you move from reacting to life's circumstances to actively shaping them. You begin to make choices that align with your true self, creating a life that feels intentional and meaningful. For a deeper dive into understanding how to overcome life's challenges with self-awareness, I recommend The Road Less Traveled by Scott Peck. This book teaches the importance of facing reality, taking responsibility, and understanding your own psychology, all crucial components of self-awareness. A lack of self-awareness can quietly hold you back from reaching your full potential. But once you start becoming more aware of yourself, everything can change. In our next episode, we'll talk about how self-awareness and emotional intelligence go hand in hand, and why mastering both can unlock new levels of success in life. If this video resonated with you, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to stay tuned for more episodes on personal development. Drop a comment below on your thoughts about self-awareness, and let's keep growing together.